Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on Bitcoin. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, Bitcoin has been overall bearish for a while, making low lows and lower highs, trading inside the screen channel. However, we are currently sitting around a very strong support as we've got many rejections from it, so we're expecting a bullish movement from here. It's also the 30k round number and a demand zone as we had an aggressive movement up from it. Last but not least, it's also this lower trend line acting as a non-horizontal support as we clearly see, or what I consider an oversold area. So as per my last video analysis, price was around here. I mentioned that we might still trade a little bit lower to fill half or even the entire wick before we trade higher. But as long as we don't see a full bearish candle close below it, we are fine. The boost can still kick in from here. That's why I have my alert. I don't know if you can see it around the 27k. If we break below it, then it wouldn't be good, and a movement to the lower rejection would be expected, which I also mentioned that it's this demand zone 20k. Of course, if we break lower, it's also this support and demand zone around 10k zone. But let's take it step by step, right? We are still around this area. We are looking for buy setups for the bulls to take over. We'll zoom in now in a bit. However, keep in mind that if the bulls take over, it would be just a correction because now we are bearish, and every bullish movement is simply a correction before the bears take over again for the next impulse movement, unless the bears kick in but fail to make a lower low, instead make a higher low, and then we break above this last high, which is of this channel, which would also be a break above the 40k support and resistance. As you can see, it has been holding for a while. So long story short, now looking for buy setups to catch this correction, and then we'll monitor price action here. We'll be expecting a, a reversal, and then we'll be buying, of course, or like speculating that Bitcoin is now overall bullish from a long-term perspective if we see this break. Let's take it step by step around the support, looking for buy setups. Anyway, I don't really have much to say from daily except that we are stuck inside a consolidation, and now we can see that the buyers are kicking in after this movement higher. We can see it better from a 30 time frame, right? So we were trading inside this range for a long period of time now, right? Inside these two big gray areas. The bears took over here. Let me zoom in to show you better. Took over here, the bulls took over here, the bears took over, bulls took over, and so on, right? So you can see it a very clean one. Lately, price formed the trend line, broke above the bulls, broke above the previous high, and we traded higher. We simply had a break, classic retest, and we traded higher. So for now, we are bullish from a short-term perspective. We expected this movement till the upper bound, right? But around this area, just like previously, we can still trade lower to make one more leg down. How to know that the bears are taking over? Just like previously, right? So we're waiting for this kind, like for example, of reversal, right? And just like this. So for example, here now this is our last low. Here we go. So if we go now sideways and then break it downward, we can expect that the bears are taking over and move lower. We can even draw the trend line. Anyway, let's focus on the higher time frames. On H4 time frame, we are currently trading inside this range, and as I mentioned many times for like a couple of weeks now, because we don't really have much updates right inside this area. So like I posted one here, and now I'm posting this video around this area. What I'm still waiting for is a new swing to form here, and then a break above it for the boost to take over from a medium-term perspective and to start the correction phase, which we saw from weekly time frame, right? So for now, we might sit it a little bit higher, reject this area, form a new swing, and then break above it. And like, be careful, as mentioned multiple times, we are still holding the support. The bulls are still claiming like this is a support for them. They are standing strong unless we have this break here, which is my alert is here, and in case my alert goes off, it wouldn't be good. Then we're expecting a bearish movement. It would be simply a correction phase before we see a trend continuation, just like this range, a big bearish candle. That's why I want to see to confirm it, just like this one. In this case, we'll be expecting this bearish movement. For now, long story short, waiting for this, right, for the bulls to take over, or this, and meanwhile we'll be trading the range up and down. Like for example, if you trade on margin, or if you trade on spot, but you want like to like day trade it. That's it for Bitcoin. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.